Oh my God. That's that guy right there, Mr. Chavez. My God. There you go. There you
How you
go.
doing, bro?
How you doing, man? Nice to meet you,
I'm
man.
good.
Finally, nice to meet you,
Nice to
man.
meet you too.
Oh
Yeah,
my God, the great Andy Chavez. Everybody, the great Andy Chavez, man. First of all, how's your day going today? Number one.
I'm doing fine. I just finished the workout with the baseball
Okay.
team down here in Winterball, so everything
Okay,
is
that's what's
looking
up.
good.
Still doing your thing over there. Still looking good over there. Still looking good. I like that.
Thank you,
So,
thank you.
first of all, I want to say thank you for coming on One Mic Baseball. I really appreciate you for giving me the opportunity. I really do. Thank you.
No problem.
So, so first off, I want to say you started your career in Kansas City Royals, and you got to the New York Mets in 2006, right? So that year was the like a playoff year. Now I'm a New York Met fan, and I watched that, and that was like amazing to me. So in that year, your mindset going into that year, what was your team like? That mindset going into that year.
Okay, I had with trouble trying to hear because the voice going in, up and down. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean, I make it to the major league level with Kansas City Royals, but the year before I still in the Mets and the minor league system. So
Okay.
Kansas City Royals took me from Rule 5. And then, years later, I came back to the Mets and, in 2006.
Yeah.
And I was the core outfielder for the team. And I had, the opportunity to play most of the time because I feel like I play every day. I took almost 400 at bats that year. And it was pretty amazing, to have the opportunity
Yeah.
and do good for the team.
Okay. Okay. That's what's up. I like that. So you advanced to the NLCS against you're facing the Cardinals. You beat the LA Dodgers. What a series. I remember that. What a series. Now you're going into the NLCS against the Cardinals. You got game seven, one of the most important games in MLB to this day. That's a game where you got to really prepare your mindset, physically, everything. So you got Scott Rowland coming to the plate. Now I remember this. I remember this because it was like I was watching with my dad. One of the best plays, like I still remember to this day. And Scott Rowlands hits it. Put a good swing on it as well. In my opinion, I thought it was gone. I thought it was out of there until I see you out of nowhere catch it, pull it back, and just throw it straight to Delgado. Like, what was your mindset in that play? When you made that play, like, what was you thinking in that play? What was your mindset?
Well, I think when all the point was the positioning because we had the scout report where we had to play,
Okay.
and in that case to start rolling, and I had a feeling that in that moment because we busted him in, and I know start rolling have power, so with those five go inside, I just like, I don't feel comfortable here when I'm playing when they told me to play. So
Yeah.
like, I just gonna step back a few steps. And I think that was the key to make that play because my mindset was if the ball was hit in the gap, I'm not gonna pick it up quickly to try to throw him out on home plate the same way if he hit it down to the line. But
Exactly.
I never was counting the ball was gonna be over my head. So uh, so when I saw the ball, I just started sprinting, running the field,
Yeah.
came to the warning track, and at that time I knew the ball was right in the fence or gone. So by the time I get to the warning track, I'm just still watching the ball pretty high, and I'm like, okay, I didn't have the time to make it to the wall, so I had to like use my basketball skills trying to make a catch.
Exactly.
So uh, yeah, that's what I did. I just saw the ball, trying to get the best timing to jump, and everything happened just so fast. And I made the catch. But when I feel it on my glove, I feeling like uh, the glove is getting off my hand, so I don't have that
Yeah.
strong grip to hold the ball. So I just want to throw it in the air, bring it to the field, pick it up, and try to make a throw. But my, by my surprise, the ball was sticking on my glove. So I just my reaction was like, okay, it's here. So I looked for Jim Edmond was running at first base, and I saw him stopping like around shortstop and trying to
Yeah.
get back. And I'm like, you better hurry up. I'm going there. So I saw
Oh man.
Jose Reyes waving at me because he went far to the outfield trying
Okay.
to get the ball. And I'm like, yeah, I was telling myself, Jose, I know you have good
Oh
arm,
man.
but I have good arm also, and I like the infield making the short throw. And I just went to get Valentine to second base, and that's
Yeah.
what happened.
Oh man. That's yo, no lie, man. I still to this day, that's one of the best catches, top 10 in my category. Trust and believe. You always be remembered with
Thank
that
you,
one.
thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So this Mets team, with new ownership, you got new ownership. The Wilpons left. You was in the era with the Wilpons. Now I'm not gonna ask you how was that time there, but what I'm gonna ask you is seeing the new Mets organization and you see their ownership and how strong Steve Cohen is to build a championship team. How do you feel the Mets' future from now going on? Is it in good hands with Steve Cohen?
I mean, Steve Garland is doing whatever it takes to get the best players, and
Okay.
that's a positive thing. He got the desire to do it, and he's not scared to make moves, and
Exactly.
that's good for the organization. But I think team doesn't win World Series like that. I think to win a World Series, you have to have the right players.
Exactly.
I don't
Exactly.
think with money you're not going to build a superstar team and win.
Exactly.
You have to have the right players to have that chemistry with the team,
Exactly.
and I think that's what happening right now. And and besides that, all the big contracts that they've been doing it didn't work out. So that's a shame. But yeah, I think they have to try to build a team like they do it right now with those kids, and they know each other from the bottom, and that kind of chemistry is going to be big, and
Exactly.
they're going to learn, they're going to be better, and that's how you build a winning team.
Exactly. I mean, in 2006 definitely was a winning team. So you definitely know what a winning team is. I know that. For
Yeah,
real.
because
So,
that's the biggest plus we had in that year, the chemistry. I mean,
exactly. Exactly.
we feel like a family. We enjoying it, and by the time say we have the talent to compete. So by the
Exactly.
time we say play ball, we was ready to you know play whoever we had to face.
I love that mindset. I love that mindset. Y'all was a different team. Trust and believe that team. That team will beat a lot of teams to this day right now. I put that on anything. For real. Okay, so out of the seven teams that you played your career with, that you had the opportunity to be with, you played on different types of teams in Kansas City to Washington Nationals, Mets, the name goes on and on. So the seven teams, what state or what city gravitate to you more, like food, the talent there, like the atmosphere, the fans. What city gravitated you more? What city did you like more?
I mean, everything is a little different. I have my, quality time to enjoy it and to be in the majors. Uh, but I think New York, it was like my home because
Okay.
I signed originally in the minor league system with the New York Mets, and that's where I grew up in the minor league system for 5 years. And after
Okay.
that, is when I started, playing for other teams. But I can tell you the Mets is one of those teams in Seattle and
Okay.
Texas. With Texas, I mean, I had a standing year. We make it to the World Series, and it was fun too. So I think
Okay.
those three teams is and I enjoy the most to play with.
Interesting. Interesting. I mean, I kind of figured you was gonna say the New York Mets, but that's between me and you. We ain't gonna talk about that. All right.
Yeah.
So Andy Chavez, I seen on Instagram. You're still working with young kids to this day, motivating the kids to show them that, skills and that there is a dream out there. What motivates you knowing that you retired from baseball? What motivates you to continue to have that joy in your heart to teach these young kids about baseball?
Well, I think when I was a baseball player, um, I just trying to be example for them, for the young kids, how to play the game the right way, uh,
Okay.
how to be professional, and I was focused a lot about kids, like, because and you can tell today is for me it's a mess because a lot of young players making to the major league level, they just making stupid moves, they just doing stuff not necessary for baseball.
Exactly.
And those young kids, they just copy everything. So that's a shame because it's a beautiful sport, and I think
Exactly.
the respect has to be part of that. And, and we're not respecting the game like we should be being a professional baseball player. So
Exactly.
but like I said, baseball changed so much that I mean, every time I talk to them about this, they just call me old school because they don't know the thing right now. But for me,
Yeah.
it's been the same game. So you have to play the game, and and nothing changed about that. But yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
when I started coaching, honestly, I get like a little frustrated because. I don't think this the manual system is trying uh, to build the foundation that
Exactly.
we can help a lot of the kids, the young kids, at like 15, 16 years old. Uh, they have to learn
Exactly.
how to know themselves to create a good habit or a good team. They can understand what kind of work to do, and that's not happening. So I was kind of frustrated because I'm like, I think we can do more for those kids, but
Exactly.
the system we're working right now is not possible to do it. So I think baseball have to start from the bottom, doing the foundation, educating those kids how to play professional baseball.
Exactly, exactly. You ain't lying about that. And that's the difference, when you was playing ball, it's a whole different beast right now with the new rules, new
Hmm.
CBA rules and the money wise and it's a whole different. So I definitely get your perspective on that. And I definitely hope that these young kids can gravitate to you and learn from the old schools because you are old school. Between me and you still look young. Don't think like that. You still look young. You still look young. But teaching these
Thank you.
teaching these young kids, you're welcome. You already know. Teaching these young kids and the ropes and around it because a lot of things this has to do with the social media. It's a whole different ball game. So
Yeah.
y'all didn't have social media at that time, so it's a whole different, So it's hopefully that they can understand and take, some notes from y'all old heads for real.
Yeah, like I say, I mean, I love technology. I love all the information they get. I wish I had all that information when I play.
Exactly.
And but the thing is, we're not teaching the kids how to use it, and the information is there. So it's one of those things that I think it has to be a balance with the new
Exactly.
baseball, the technology stuff, and
Hmm.
the old school, the people call it, and it's gonna be a big potential, but it got to be a balance to do stuff like that.
Just like what you said, it has to start from the bottom. It actually does.
Hmm
Definitely.
You
So
cannot
so
treat
you got
you can you cannot treat young guys as a major league players because they're not. That's the
exactly. It's
point.
a
You have to
process.
teach
It's a
them
process.
how. Yeah.
Jeez, you ready about that? So wisdom, man, for real. So on the New York Mets right now, I'm looking at Francisco Alvarez. How do you feel
Oh yeah.
about Francisco Alvarez as a player? Like, do you think he's the future catcher? Because I think so. you know?
Oh yeah, man. He had all the talent. I had him in the rookie ball, and he always been those type of players that work hard. They want to get better, and we already know he can be a very offensive catcher, and he has
Exactly.
the talent to be a defensive catcher. And and all he has to do is keep working, trying to learn um, year by year, and he able to do that. So I'm very happy he got the chance to be in the majors and prove himself that he can be in the game.
No, that is true. And you had the opportunity to actually meet these young kids, and develop them as well. So you have a history with them. And how are the baby Mets? Do you think that the Mets are in good hands right now with that farm system right now?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, it's gonna take time, but yeah, doing baby steps, they can be going in the right way with those kids.
Got you. Now the new rules that I mentioned earlier about the MLB new rules. How do you feel about the new rules implicated? Do you think that it's working for MLB, or do you think that it's certain things that still need to be fixed?
And what about you talking about the clock and stuff like that?
Yes, the stolen bases, the pitch clock. It was different when you was playing.
I just kind of jealous right now. Why they don't put that rule with the turn over to first base when I was playing? So I have
Exactly.
no more bases. But
Exactly. Yeah, 50 stolen bases right now, for
yeah,
real.
I mean, nobody pay attention on those years of that. They just can throw the ball over and over and over, and nobody say nothing. But I mean, for to speed the game a little bit, I think it's working out. But about the clock, it's kind of like for me a little bit rushed, because you need to be focused on the play every time
Exactly.
you got to make a swing. But I think it worked for both sides, the pitcher or to the hitters, because the pitchers need to, take their time a little bit to grade the ball, see the sign, take a break, and make a pitch. And
Exactly.
with that, sometimes it's going to be a lot of mistakes, on both sides. Pitcher can leave the ball right there to be trying to be hurry up, and the hitter can miss a lot of pitches too because they had to prepare so quick. But I'm watching the times that sometimes I don't see fair. Like it happened, I think one time with Alonso with my middle here. the Alonso took too much time getting back to first base and might need to get a strike because of that. And I'm like,
Yeah,
how
that doesn't make
how is
sense.
the hitter gonna get punishment if he didn't do nothing, you know? Stuff
I don't
like
like
that
that. I
is
do not like
very
that.
I don't yeah, it's weird.
I do not like that. You need pitchers need and hitters. Back in the day, hitters need time. It could be a difficult pitch that I need to focus on. I need to bring in these 2 runs because the game is on the line. So I need a little bit, like
Yeah.
5 seconds or 10 seconds to relieve that. And nowadays, you don't get that opportunity. And not even that, the pitcher is rushed too. So if he's thinking
Yeah.
about that pitch that he's ready to throw, he has
Hmm.
to rush it now. So he's might be throwing a fastball, but he got to throw a curveball. And now he sunk his pitches, and now it's hit. You know, it's just a
Hmm.
little bit of time counts. I definitely understand that.
Yeah.
Definitely understand that.
Yeah,
Jeez.
and baseball has a lot of strategy, and all those clocks and rules they've been taken away because
Exactly.
it can be a strategy that I have somebody in the bullpen is not ready, so I send my shortstop like tie your shoe, you know. I'll send the
Mm-hmm.
catcher, hey, go catch my pitcher and stuff like that to win time so my pitcher can ready. That's fun, you know. And
Exactly.
and I think
Exactly.
that's baseball. I mean, I've been, few times on the field to watch the games, and if they want the, fast game, it's working because every time you watching the game or you going to buy food or something like that, and when by the time
Yeah.
you come in, you left it in the third inning. When you come in, it's the seventh inning already, and like, whoa, I missed the half of the game already.
Exactly. Whole game. The
Yeah,
whole game.
yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. Nah, you definitely right about that. But hopefully the state of the game is getting fixed now. And baseball is better and these kids learn and do what they have to do in order to get into that position and hopefully take notes from the people that's been there already because a lot of people think that they know everything and they don't. So
Hmm.
I definitely understand that. Definitely understand that.
Yeah.
Real. And and I thank you, like I said, thank you, Andy Chavez. I really appreciate you for coming on this platform and taking the time out your day. And like I said, that catch, I would never forget. That's always going to be in my head. I have dreams about it, everything. So thank you again, Andy Chavez. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity. Appreciate that, and
Thank you.
keep us informed about the game because I've been watching your page and it's very cool to know what's
Thank
going
you.
on and stuff sometimes that we don't see on the news. So
Exactly.
that's good working you're doing. I appreciate that and keep doing it, man.
Thank you. I'm just trying to change the game, man. I'm trying to give the opportunity to these young black kids and show them that there is a sport. It's kind of hard right now, but I'm the voice for baseball for black communities. So that's just what it is. That's the goal. I appreciate you. Thank you again.
Yeah, no problem, man.
One Mike Baseball. That's Eddie Chavez for y'all. Thank you.